Today I'm in the garage. There's a Fat-Bob, and there is Craig's Bandit. He's a good boy, isn't he? And the reason why I'm in my garage at the minute, he's in the proceeds of getting ready to move house. So I just give him one less thing to move. He said, "Can I stick it in your garage?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." And then of course it's going to end up needing a service, isn't it? But never mind, we'll sort that out later. At the minute I'm talking about the Fat-Bob, and what I'm going to talk about today is the key fob. Now, many people know, some of you may not, but with this particular model and some of the ones before this, my last Fat-Bob was the same, my Diner, you don't actually need a key. Well, you need a key, but you don't need to put it in the ignition. You just keep it in your pocket and away you go. So you can just jump on the bike and away you go, as long as your steering is unlocked, of course. But other than that, that's all you need. But did you know that if you was out, so you just popped to the shops or you went to a bike show and you lost this fob, unless you know your code, you will be stuffed. And I was speaking to someone the other day about this, and I said, "Do you know what your code is?" And they said, "No." I said, "So what are you going to do?" Because if that's been changed from the factory set, which it should be, because if you don't change that, someone could jump on your bike and steal it quite easily. So I'm now going to run through the procedure of how you set this, just in case you guys don't know, and to remind you to change the code to something you can remember. So if you do lose your fob, or if you're parked up, you haven't locked your steering or whatever, no one's just going to jump on your bike and think it's fun to have a go on it. Right then, to change the pin, or even to find out what the pin is set at, I think in the factory these are either set at 5 ones or 1 to 5. So unless I've changed this, and I haven't, or someone else has, then that will still be set at either 5 ones or 1 to 5. So let's find out. The way you do that, you need the key fob with you. Alright, so you must have the key fob on your person. Right, I'll just run through it with you. You switch your bike to the on position, then you'll turn it off, on, left indicator twice, and see it comes up, enter pin. Now if I push the right indicator, there you go, the pin was set at 5 ones. Now to change that, I'll just scroll through here, look, with the left hand indicator, I'll change it to 2 and enter with the right indicator, and that'll go to the next one. So I can put that one to 2 and I'll enter with the right hand indicator, then I'll change to this one to 2 and then I'll enter that with the right hand indicator. So you can see what I'm doing. Yet again, left hand indicator, change it to 2, right hand to enter, and the last one, push that twice, that'll go to 2. And now I've set them all to 2. So if I switch it off, that'll now be set to all 2s. Obviously I'm not going to leave it like that for everyone on the internet to know about it. I'm going to put in my own code, but like I say, you can only change that code with the key fob on you. Now I should have changed that when I first got the bike, and obviously I actually forgot about it, so I'm sure there's going to be plenty of other people who have forgot or just haven't got round to it. If you've got any sense, you need to change it now. Anyway, I'll show you now how you can start this bike when you haven't got the key fob. So I'll just go put the key fob away. Okay then guys, I'll put the key fob well out of the way of the bike, Now if I try and take this bike off a stand, the alarm will go. If I twist the steering, the alarm will go. So let's pretend I've lost my key fob. What am I going to do? How am I going to get them? Well, if the key fob is not around, the bike will just automatically come up and say enter pin. So, which was 2, and then push the right hand and push this to 2, and then the right hand and this twice to change it to 2, because we know that I've set this to all 2s. Now we're on the last one. Now the bike unlocked. Immediately you put that in, the bike is now ready to start and ride off, and I could do that. I could now ride it all day long, but if I switch it off, I'll then need to enter that code. So hopefully you've learnt something today if you didn't already know. And like I said before, I suggest you go and do it right now before someone steals your pride and joy. I can't believe that I hadn't already done it. So I'm now going to go off camera and put in a code that I know, and I'm going to write it down in my little service book just in case I forget it. But I've already got a number in mind. It can be any numbers, 1 to 9. Each one could be, you could set it to all the same numbers, but personally I would put in a code that you means something to you. Anyway, so that's today's video, guys. It's only a short one, but it might help someone out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more videos with this Fat-Bob. I've got the oil change coming up on the next video probably, and then after that I've got something what you might be interested in. I've bought myself a Barnes & Hines fuel pack, the FP3, so I'll be connecting that up to the bike and running through that. I've never used one before, so it'll be the first time for me as well. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye for now.